Cowabunga Ranger Talk, a hybrid Power Ranger Ninja Turtle podcast. Welcome to Cowabunga Ranger Talk. Today we're looking at Mutant Mayhem versions of April O'Neil and Ray Fillet, and the variant of April O'Neil as well. These are the last two holdouts from the Mutant Mayhem movie line. It took them like 2 years to freaking make these figures, or at least release them, because I think some of the prototypes were out, and the April, the variant one that comes in this like 6-pack with the Turtles and Rocksteady and Bebop, that one has been out for a while because I was in the pack, but single release. April didn't have a single release. Ray Fillet, if you've seen other episodes, I kind of talked about it. I bought the pop figure of Ray Fillet because I was like, hey, at least have some representation for Ray Fillet and be done with the team, because I didn't think April was going to take this long, but she did. And but finally the figures hit a little bit ago, like about 2.5 weeks ago, less than a month. So they finally hit stores and I was able to get them. So here they are, the last two holdouts of Mutant Mayhem. By the way, a little news before I jump into this. So when it comes to the Mutant Mayhem world, Season 2 of the cartoon, which is Tales of the TMNT, that one's, that one's been moved over to 2026, at the end of 2026, I think early 2027, and it was projected to come out, later this year, but that's gonna be pushed back a little bit. And a little more Mutant Mayhem news. Mutant Mayhem 2 is in production, but it's still, I think it's coming out like 2027 or maybe 2028. The timeline keeps fidgeting on that one, but let's get into these figures. So we'll start here with this variant. Now, I bought it off secondary market, so that's why it came wrapped like this, and I don't even know what's in it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a lot of stuff, just the figure itself. Okay, so here she is. Let's see. Arm articulation. Has elbows, no hands. Yeah, there's seems to be no waist. Again, the Playmates thing of putting the hinges up top, but there must be a reason for it. Maybe it's because they're developing vehicles and they figure the vehicle design is going to fit them better. There she is. She does have knee bends, which are actually pretty nice for the size of this figure too, because this is a pretty, like, small figure. This isn't like a 6 or 7 inch or 8 inch figure. This is like 4.5 or so. She does have little rockers on her feet, but she doesn't need any more. So she's fine there. Let's see. The glasses for her are on there. I'm not going to take them off because I think that would ruin the figure, but that's basically what she looks like. Now, like I said, I bought this figure and because I figured I couldn't find her in stores, and yeah, even I got tired of waiting for her. But getting her, and then like freaking coincidence, because 2 days later I go to Walmart and there it is. And then when I get home, I check in the mailbox and there she is. So I got her twice, even on the same day. Sometimes those things happen. Now let's look at her here. See if there's any noticeable differences. I have to open this one up, but so far, this one doesn't come with a bag. This one doesn't come with any weapons. She just came loose as is because they pulled her out of the 6-pack or the 8-pack, whatever it was, the 7-pack. Let's see here. What else can be different? There's another variant that looks, how to say this, has a couple of differences, and that's I think, from what I've heard anyways, from what I've seen and stuff, now you might want to check, there's an international version of this figure that looks a little different with a couple of color differences in the character. But as far as the sculpt goes, also I think here in the 6-pack one, the glasses fit her like really well. I don't know, maybe it's me, but I think the 6-pack face is done better than I think the faces are a little bit different, but maybe it's just the glare of the plastic. So, but that's the 6-pack version of her. Now let's take a look at her for real. This is her in package. April O'Neil, Turtle's friend. That's kind of funny. Here's her little bio, if you want to pause and read it right there. The hard-hitting, high-energy, reporter, what's that? Scoundrel? Well, you guys get it. There's the little shot of her. There, she comes with a laptop, I guess a screen is what that is, a little notebook, and a camera. I always like weapons trays. That's always nice. My man here doesn't come with anything but the knife. So. I like keeping the little, this little part. This can stay, but I think the rest is gonna go. She's only got one zip tie, so I'm able to slide her off there. Oh, that's annoyingly cute that they put the wrap around her bag there. So you have to unravel her to get the little bag out. Here she is. So from what I can tell, see, because her right here, the 6-pack one and the full release, now they look a lot more like the same character. It was just the glare. I'm sorry, this is the 6-pack one because this one has the glasses glued on higher. This is the single release. This is the 7-pack one. But let's put her to the side. And here she is. It's pretty much the same for the rest of the figure, except, see, in there I think they glued it a little high. But you could try to, since plastic settles, maybe that's one of the things. You gotta bring her down, her glasses. Same articulation, same stuff. I'm not crazy about this articulation, but it is what it is. Let's put her little baggie on again, because she's always wearing it. Right there. There she goes. She stands just fine. For the weapons tree, it's right there. It's actually solid plastic. The weapons tree is hollow, but the weapons themselves, or the accessories, they're not hollow. I was feeling this, but I didn't notice that it's solid pieces. I honestly have no interest in taking any of these off for the weapons rack because, for what? I think she gets the job done like that. And since I have two of them, I might take off the glasses of the 6-pack one, or I might take off the glasses of the other one just to have them a little different. Because if you have it, you have it. You might as well. If you can notice any other differences, please feel free. Maybe the brown on her pants is a little bit darker on the single release and a little bit lighter on the other one, but the jacket's the same, the elbow's the same, the hair's the same, the feet seem to be the same too. Let's put her right there. And now let's look at the final mutant to release of the movie, Ray Fillet. That was voiced by Post Malone. I think this character only had like 4 lines in the movie, so saying that he was voiced by somebody is kind of funny, but whatever. Here's the back of the little box. They do a little song thing because Ray Fillet, they try to be cute with it. That's all right. He's a 3-time Mutant Menace meter. So you can see right there. Now all of the characters are out. These were part of a 6-pack. I mean, part of a 4-pack. So I didn't need to single release buy them again. There's that. So let's crack them open. Like this. Like this. Get them out. And there he is. He's got full rockers to the elbows, no stomach. The sitting down, that's, well, he's really not gonna sit down because of his antenna things here, and he's not fully flat on the butt anyway, so he could, even if you took this piece off, I don't think you can get him to sit down, which, you know, is one of my things about having the character sit down. The knees do bend just fine. This one's a little loose, but what are you gonna do? This is a different piece. The stingray part and the face, that's one piece, and the rest of the figure is another. See right there. Here's his little knife. Or knife. Well, that's a knife. There he is. He's fine for what he is. He's not supposed to. Remember, this is a kid's line too, so don't start tripping. Hey, I didn't want 100 points of articulation. This is a kid's line, so that's what it is. Thanks for watching this episode of Cowabunga Ranger Talk, everybody, and we will catch you next time.